And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of OMEN right here at the Proficiency Bonus YouTube channel. My name is Michael. I will be your game master for the evening, and I'm here with all my wonderful players. How's everybody doing tonight? We ready for some OMEN?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. We ended on another huge cliffhanger a couple of weeks ago, so we're all chomping at the bit to dive back into this adventure. If you haven't, pick up the adventure or the core rulebook for Death in Space, the RPG from published by Free League. I don't have my hard copy with me. Does anybody have their hard copy next to them that they can show on?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes. Look at that. Oh, they got them all.
Right.
Like, all my players have it, and I don't have my hard copy, like, sitting next to me.
How dare you, Michael?
I know. I got my PDF popped up on my screen over here. So. Well, if you haven't got a chance, pick it up. It's a lot of fun. It's a rules light RPG, so there's a lot of role playing involved and character development and fun stuff. And the rules are really light and easy to adjudicate as a game master. So it's a lot of fun. So make sure you check it out with your friends, and your group might enjoy playing this setting as well. So. A couple quick housekeeping things just to get out of the way before we start. We want to thank our sponsors Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for all their support. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our live YouTube chat, you'll get quick links to their storefronts where you can buy awesome RPG related merchandise. Cardboard Castle is having a bunch of sales right now for the holidays, so make sure you check them out. And if you visit Little Dragon Corp, you can use the coupon code BONUS to get 15% off of your order just for hanging out with them. So make sure you check them out. We got some big news that we launched the beginning of the week. We're going to have some Spelljammer coming to Proficiency Bonus coming in January. So I will be running that game on Friday evenings starting in January. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a group of spacefaring adventurers going through through that as well. So a lot of what I've been doing recently has been all kind of space, sci-fi, fantasy related. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's all the announcements I needed to get out of the way. Does anybody have any announcements on your end that we need to get out of the way before we start? No? Jamie is running just a tad late, so Aster will be here eventually. In the meantime, we will just continue the adventure, and when he pops in, we will put his beautiful face up there on the overlay, so everybody can see him when he arrives.
You could die with me.
We shall see what happens, depending on the choices that you both make.
Hashtag choices.
That's it. It's all about choices. Choices
I don't feel good about
and consequences. That's what it is. So we're gonna pick up with the other three: Andronima, Devlin, and Noah. You three have found your way into an older kind of abandoned mining vein in Sector 3. Devlin just finished up kind of using the cheese grater that he had carried with him to break up some rock and kind of tuck you guys into this corner behind a couple of metal crates of storage here in the back of this area. It's dark, it's quiet. You guys are just resting. What kinds of things would you guys be talking about at this time of rest?
We have the box of goods, right?
You do.
Noah's going to examine it and open it and look at the shiny things inside.
Okay. Yeah, and as you do, that glow of blue-green kind of just like cascades onto your face as Devlin and Andronima watch. You open up that lid and filled to the top with these not refined but cut gems.
Noah starts shoving 5 pieces into any pocket he can find.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What's the likelihood we make it out of this whole predicament with this thing intact?
Probably not lots. Good point. I'll do the same thing.
So Geronimo reaches over your shoulder and starts grabbing piles of gems.
Just toss me one medium-sized one.
Oh, here you go. Toss it right in his face.
Ooh.
And then after that, for me, I would still be a little adrenaline rush from grading all the walls and everything else. And then I'll just be looking at my new gun that I just got, cleaning it, just making sure that everything works on it. Just kind of being meticulous about it and just getting ready to find a nice spot against the wall and get ready to relax and possibly fall asleep.
Make a savvy. All right, savvy or tech, your choice.
All right, they're both +1.
Okay.
Ooh. 5.
5. Yeah, I mean, the condition of the gun looks pretty good from your perspective. And if you don't have any, if you don't have maximum void points, you can go ahead and take one.
Nice. Starting off good.
Best rolling ever.
Obviously.
But yeah, Devlin's he's got this. It's on the verge of kind of like mix between assault rifle / sniper rifle type gun that he's holding. Definitely still not like, it doesn't look brand new, and it looks like it has pieces of other weaponry kind of attached to it. It has a scope on it and stuff like that. But this is one of the things that you guys took off of one of those people that I think this is the guy that Andronima brutally murdered with the knife down in Sector 4.
I hope he has a good afterlife. Died very gruesomely. Didn't have to be this way, but oh well.
Have you ever used one of those before?
One of these specific ones? No. Something similar, yes.
You'll have to show me how it works one day.
It's pretty straightforward. You aim it forward and then shoot at the people you don't like.
Smartass.
I mean, I guess it's just that, but there's a lot more to shooting a person you don't like.
We would probably start off with a smaller gun because the ammo for this is going to cost a lot. We need something smaller to go with that's easily able to shoot more rounds with Vice using this weapon, because we don't have that many bullets for it, and then trying to find more is going to cost more.
How many bullets did we lift up off of the guy?
I had 1 clip worth.
Yeah, that is not a lot. We're gonna definitely need some more, or need something cheaper.
Or just have good aim.
1 shot, 1 kill.
That's all you need.
Oh, I used to do it when I was fighting. 1 shot, 1 kill. Clean.
You've used guns before?
Oh yeah, guns, rockets, launchers, blades. Name it. I probably had it in my hands at some point.
What's been your favorite?
Mostly blades. It's personal that way. With the gun, I mean, especially something like big like that, you can just kind of, do it from afar. It's not really personal. But with the blade, you have to get real close to a person to be able to do something to them. And then, it's very hard. Piercing skin is no joke, and piercing organs, oof. It's a whole nother discussion.
They can also fight back.
That's true. They can. But they typically don't.
Why wouldn't they?
Because I get there first. Before they can really do much damage. I mean, not anymore, obviously. I've gone out of practice. The war's been over for a decade now? I don't know. A long time. So, I really haven't had to do any of that, and I prefer not to most of the times, but when I do, well, then I do. The old habits don't leave.
Did someone teach you how to do all this?
Yeah, My commander did. My friends did. Other people in the army told me how to do it. We're all trained killers.
I wish I was.
Oh no, trust me. I think I would have had a better life if there was no war, and if I didn't ever learn how to do any of this.
If you didn't learn, you'd probably be dead by now.
Maybe, but I would have an intact memory, and perhaps I wouldn't have lost that many people.
We can both agree upon. War is hell.
It is. It's not. Sure, the things that you learn during it are useful sometimes in the long run, but it's an unnecessary bloodshed. At least that's how I always viewed it. We fought, but in the end, nobody really won. And nothing really got better. Things just got worse. So I don't know.
Why did you fight?
I don't remember. I just remember there was a war. It was over gems, and everybody was fighting, and, well, I was drafted to fight. And it just happened. It doesn't feel like I was there anymore. It feels like somebody else who's not me was there.
I know the feeling.
Did you fight?
No. Died.
Are you talking about your recent death, or have you died previously?
I'm not too sure anymore, but I was referring to the most recent one.
Okay, that's good. Because, I would be really concerned if you were like, yeah, I died like 60 times. I'd be like, well, whoa, we've got something to discuss then there.
I might have. I honestly don't know anymore. I am so confused about what's going on. I'm seeing things.
What are you seeing?
Seeing?
I don't really know how to explain it, and I have ideas, but my ideas never pan out the way I want them to. Sometimes I feel like I know where I'm going. And in those moments, it feels like my body is not my own.
Kind of like an out-of-body experience that sort of leads you places?
Yes. And from what I could see, my body seemed like a robot. At least my
Excuse
arms.
me? Oh, okay. Huh, that's strange.
Very interesting.
I don't have that, but I mean, at some point I started losing memories and living memories that I never had to begin with. Like that device, for example, that I have. I store my memories in it, but also memories of the future. Sometimes
Things?
sometimes of the way things would have panned out. And I don't know if I create them or if I just see them sometimes. It's hard to distinguish. There's lots of things happening.
So it's a possibility.
Kind of, I guess. I mean, I have a theory that maybe our universe is not like the only universe that's out there, and maybe some other universe aren't so shitty.
I think they're all kind of shitty.
I hope not. I mean, you did see that Fire Inferno universe, and I don't think I would want to be there. That seems like real bad.
But is what's back on the ship the real me?
I mean, it is your body.
Part of me just wants to see if I actually have bones underneath my skin right now, but that's no.
That's not, when we're safe, we can do dissections, but not right now. Plus, it's unsanitary here. You'll probably get like dust in your bloodstream or something, and then the next thing you know, you need like antiseptics and shit like that. And we don't have that. We barely have like what 15 credits each. 15, 20, something like that. I mean, we do have gems, but we haven't sold them.
I recently have a few more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I only have like 14.
Yeah, it's enough for a drink.
That's true. Not enough for good antiseptic, I don't think.
Hmm.
So
Ugh.
after a little bit of time of chatting,
Oh.
you guys do hear from a distance what sounds like talking coming from somewhere down through the veins of the mine. You're not really sure direction-wise, but you can hear talking. You can't tell how many voices, you can't hear what's being said, but definitely sounds like in a distance there's some talking happening.
Hear that?
I will move up along the side and go prone with my new rifle.
Okay,
Just aim it down where I think it's coming from, just so that way I'm looking down with my rifle ready to go, just in case.
Okay. Sure. You flip up this little, looking through this digital scope. The veins kind of move here and there, so it's really hard to get like a straight shot for quite a distance. But you pointed down the vein, and it doesn't sound like the voices are getting any closer. But you take a moment to just rest the gun up against your cheek and listen.
I say we just stay quiet and let them go by. If they come, we'll see what they sound like.
It turns off his headlight.
Can we tell what they're saying at all, or is it just an intangible whisper?
Just sounds like you would have to get closer to be able to tell exactly what they're saying.
But you know, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, after probably, I would say 15 to 20 minutes of that conversation happening from a distance, the voices seem to just kind of disappear. And you don't hear them anymore.
I'll go back to my corner and say, I think they're gone, and then just go back, relax, and then attempt to get some sleep.
Okay.
And I have that corruption of when I sleep, I see through someone else's eyes.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I like this. Okay, so Devlin finds a comfortable place, probably just like leaning up against some of the rocks that he placed in front of this opening area in the back of this vein. How about the other two of you? Are you guys trying to get some rest here, or what is the goal for you two?
Gonna stay with my blades out, just in case the
Okay.
voices come back. And I'm gonna
Okay.
just look towards Noah and say, I'm gonna stay up. I think Dev should rest, but I can't be restful here.
Noah will try to rest because he will trust Andromeda that she will guard.
Okay. All right. So mechanically, here's what we're going to say. I believe that the rules of the game allow you to, when you rest, you can roll, I believe it's a D8 or a D10 plus your body or something like that.
I think it's if we get a full 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys are choosing to rest here, I will allow you to. You guys will get the 8 hours of rest. I'll just go ahead and tell you that mechanically you're going to get it. The issue is that you're not in your ship, so it's not going to be like complete refill. You will have to roll to see exactly how much you get, because this is uncomfortable. You're in a tight situation. It's not very friendly right here, and you guys are trying to squeeze it through. So I think the rules are D8.
1d8 plus body.
1d8 plus body. That's right. So you can those of you that are and Andromeda, even if you're staying up, you're still considered resting. I'm not going to say that because you're not like sleeping. Like, this is still considered rest for you as well. So if you guys have hit points that you are down, you can roll a d8 and you can get that plus your body back.
I rolled a 2. My body is -2.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh no.
I also rolled a 2 plus my body is 2, so 4. But I'm already at max. I'm at 8, so I'd come back to max at 10.
Max, okay.
I rolled a 5 with -1, so 4, so I go back up 1 to my max of 7.
Okay. Noah, unfortunately, it is not a very restful situation for you. These thoughts of robotic arms and just permeate your mind and just torment you throughout your sleep. Did you have any, like, void corruptions against you that would affect your rest? Okay. Devlin, during your rest, when you kind of drift off, fast asleep, and darkness takes you, you find yourself looking through someone else's eyes. You can't feel what they're feeling, but you can see clearly. Some sort of farmer using what seems to be simple tools, digging into kind of almost like a reddish surface of dirt, like a reddish planet of some sort. Big, thick, heavy white gloves as they're kind of like digging through, and like it looks like kind of like a little trowel shovel or something that they're using, digging these things. And you get a glimpse and you can see rows of these like little neat piles of dirt. And you can see that this glove kind of, from your point of view, you're looking through somebody else's eyes. So you're seeing your hands kind of like reach into this other like bag or satchel and pick out what look to be seeds and kind of dump them into this little hole. And then you carefully kind of pack them over and just pat it gently. The gloves are stained with that red of the soil that's over this planet. You can see other people walking around as well, doing similar things. And in the distance, you can see what it seems to be crowds of people that are just all over the place. Farming. Different tools. Something that you're somewhat familiar with from your past. But the planet is very unfamiliar to you. It looks very barren. Like, almost imagine Mars. It feels like that. Flat, barren, lack of atmosphere whatsoever. But yet, these people in these suits are planting something. Farming this planet in some form. It causes a lot of questions to run through your mind, but you don't hear anything because you're not able to hear. You're only able to see. So even when this individual has conversations with somebody passing by wearing another kind of spacesuit, you're unable to hear what exactly they're saying. And it's very hard to read lips through these darkened and dusty covered glass coverings. How would plants or any of these seeds ever grow here? How would this happen? Just these same kind of questions kind of ponder your mind as you rest. More questions than answers you get. And it's a really strange thing because you're not sure if you're really seeing this, if you're dreaming it, or if maybe this is a mixture of some kind of memories from your past experiences just kind of get jolted together and making its own imaginary kind of thing in your head. You have no idea. Andronima, do you have any like void things that are corrupting you right now currently on your character sheet? No?
No, I only have one void point.
Okay, got it. Okay. I think Devlin has a lot of the group's void corruption right now. I think he's carrying it all for everybody. Yeah, winning. Devlin is winning Death in Space. One thing that stands out to you, though, is in the distance of these visions that you're looking through somebody else's eyes. Every time the individual kind of looks to the sky, there is in the distance this what looks to be some kind of black hole present in the sky. Imagine a bright sunny day, no clouds in the sky, a very reddish looking atmosphere. Yet there's this in the corner, one blackened circle that just is there. It's present, ever present. And it stays in that spot. And as this person's like walking around doing their planting, every once in a while you pick it up, they pick up their head and you can see there's that spot again. It's there. It's present. And it's not going anywhere. And after that, you guys get a rest. Devlin, you kind of come out of this vision or dream or whatever it was. Unfortunately, you guys look over at Noah. Noah seems to have been tossing and turning a lot. He hasn't seemed to have gotten a very restful sleep here in the corner of this mine.
Okay, Noah?
No. I don't like it here. How could you even sleep like this?
I didn't. I just sort of sat and rested, but I think Dev did. You look refreshed.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad. Pretty normal. I've slept in worse.
Gets worse than this?
Well, when you're under fire, or if you're running from people, I mean, makes it a little bit different.
You've slept when people are shooting at you?
Well, I mean, not directly, but when we were going back and forth fighting the corporation, there were times where you had to kind of take a nap and you'd hear some pop shots and stuff going off. It was just part of it.
You're not wrong there.
And I kind of rack my teeth and I just go... I look around to see if there's like any wood or anything else because I feel like the teeth are pretty sharp.
There is like an old piece of wood that is laying off to the side that seems like it's broken off of one of the supports for the mine vein.
Would it be like a 4x4 piece of wood, or are we talking like a just a broken piece of wood?
Imagine like a 4x4 that got like broken off and has fallen off into the corner.
I'm not gonna bite that.
I'm gonna bite that.
I was looking for something small just to test it out, not going home.
Yeah.
No crunch?
No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to transition now, and we're just going to have Aster. I'm going to run Aster because I got a message that says Jamie's about still 30 minutes out, and I want to be able to transition downstairs because if you guys just rested for 8 hours, I want to make sure that the time frame kind of matches up with the other half of your party. So,
just like chilling there, getting attacked.
That's it.
We're already back on the ship.
That's it. Where are
We're
you
leaving.
been? So I'm gonna kind of just it'll be kind of like me and Dawn, and I'll have like Aster just be kind of like an NPC for right now, running through. But we transition, we fade back to Dawn and Aster, who are down in Sector 4. Dawn, you guys saw something from a distance outside the elevator as you were standing above the broken, destroyed body of Moroni, the former elevator operator. Aster just discovered, and you both discovered, that it looks like the shaft, the lid on top of this elevator has been opened, and it's hanging open, and it looks like something has crawled its way out. And that's whenever you noticed this shadowed figure lurking out by the elevator. And it started rushing towards the elevator door. And you notice this thing moves similar to the way, I would say, kind of like a monkey or gorilla moves. Like its arms look a little bit extended, and it's almost using its arms to kind of push itself along the ground. And you can hear what sounds like grinding of metal and screeching as its hands are hitting the ground, and sparks are kind of shooting up off of kind of like the metal frames on the floor. And it is flying in your direction. It's shadowed in darkness, almost like silhouetted. But that's its turn in the initiative, because it takes it that far to move. It's about 15 or so feet in front of this elevator door. I will pass the initiative on to you, Dawn, as you and Aster are seeing this happen.
So it's already jumping to me, right?
It is running in your direction. It sees you, and it is headed in your way. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab with Moroni's body and try to throw it between me and the creature coming to me.
You're going to pick up Moroni and throw Moroni at the creature. Okay. I'm going to tell you this. The back of the elevator is probably about 15 feet. This creature's another 15 feet. So you're looking at a 30-foot toss.
Okay. I want to use it like a decoy.
Okay.
So throw it to see if it follows the body. Except of coming straight to me, just to see if it stops halfway and just goes straight for the body.
Okay, are you going to throw it at it, or are you going to throw it kind of off to the side to see if, like, go fetch kind of thing?
The go fetch kind of thing.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and make a body check for me, just to see how, like, strong you are in a way to throw this. Because Moroni's no slouch. He's not a little dude by any means.
I'm gonna use a boy, because that was a 5.
Okay, void point. All right.
Yep. Do it again. That's gonna be 14.
14. All right. So as Aster's starting to freak out, Dawn steps over, grabs Moroni. You can feel like the wounds and the gore kind of like on you as you pick Moroni up, and you toss him as hard as you can, and you can see that the corpse just goes kind of tumbling through the air, slams just outside of the elevator, and starts to roll across the ground outside. Anything else that you're trying to do on your turn? You can technically move a little bit.
Yes, I'm gonna try to...
And remember, you're on like the middle floor of the elevator. There was an upper floor, and then there was a lower floor. It's a 3-story elevator as well.
I'm gonna try to move down. The level, it's on the second floor or the lower floor?
It's on the middle floor where you guys are.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna just get closer to my friend,
Aster. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So the only other individual currently in this initiative is Aster. So Aster, like, panics for a moment, but then remembers the buttons that you guys were pressing before, and runs over to the control panel, and he just slams down. on one of the levers, and the elevator doors come slamming shut with this loud clang from all 3 floors. And that's all he can do on his turn. You guys hear outside a major, like, on the door outside, and you start to hear on the door outside. And its initiative turn is over. Dawn, I'll pass it to you.
I'm get a little closer to a door to see if I could see the creature coming up.
These doors are completely like solid metal, so there's not really, so you can't like really see through them.
Then I'm gonna take out my staff. Get ready for anything that's gonna come out from the top side of the elevator. Like I'm gonna go to a corner of the elevator. I'm gonna take out my staff and try to get ready for anything that will jump down from the top floor to the bottom.
Okay, you got it. So you're just checking up top.
Yeah.
All right. Aster is going to be looking around, kind of his turn. What he does is he ends up kind of using his turn to... He's kind of fumbling on these controls a little bit. He's not real sure. I don't have his character sheet, so I don't know what I would have to roll to even get. I don't know what his tech is, but I only rolled an 8. So it looks like what he's trying to do is he's trying to pull up... They've got these screens that can show camera footage of what's on the outside of the elevator currently, and he's not getting anything. He's just getting static. So he spends his turn doing that, and you guys can still hear something is like smashing onto this door from outside. What would you like to do, Dawn? I'll pass it back to you.
God. Horror movie. Is the elevator moving or still steady?
Still. Yep. It's not moving.
I'm just gonna run into the lever and try to press it down to see if it goes up.
You're gonna try to make it go up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys remember somebody had pulled the lever before.
Yeah.
And it definitely worked to make it go down. Okay. So you run over and you crank on this thing. You hit the lever. And Aster goes to say, "Whoa, wait!" And you crank the lever, and you hear the grinding starts to happen again, and you feel that jerk as the elevator starts to rise. And you guys it's slow at first because it takes a little bit more momentum to go up than it does to just drop itself. But you guys start to feel the pressure of this elevator as it starts to move, and you start to kind of, because you're not really like locked in anywhere. You're just kind of on the floor, and it just starts like that pressure, the G-forces just start to push down on you as you start to rise back up. The door on top of it is still kind of open, so you can see like it's these sparks and all kinds of stuff that are happening as the elevator's kind of being pulled up. You can see kind of like the mechanical devices working up above, and all these flashes of different colors like oranges and blues kind of flash into the elevator as it's going up. A little bit of time, you hear a boom on the top of the elevator as it's going up. And Dawn, you peek up, and an arm kind of reaches up over the corner of the opening latch. It looks like blackened arm with these massive claws on it. And it sticks its hand like inside.
My turn, I guess.
Yeah, what do you want to do? That's what you're seeing. Right now, it's very hard to do anything because G-forces are kind of pushing down on you. You're looking up and seeing this happen, but you're kind of like almost stuck where you are. It takes a lot of strength to be able to even move.
So I can't move. Well, I do have a gun. Should be able to pull it off. So I'm gonna use my pistol. And I'm gonna try to shoot the arm.
Gonna shoot the arm? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since the G-forces are really pulling on you, I'm gonna have this is gonna be a disadvantage roll, so you have to roll 2 d20s and take your lower result.
Yes, sir. That's a 10. Well, it's a tech, I guess.
It would be tech, yes.
11 and 11 and a 20.
11 and a 20?
11.
Okay, it'd be an 11. Let me double check. I want to double check my stats here real quick.
You need to.
Let's see. Unfortunately, 11 is not going to be enough to hit it. So the bullet, you're trying to aim for that little arm going around, and the pressure is just getting to you from the G-forces. You're seeing all those flashes of lights. It just distracts you, and you can see another spark as you fire off this gun. Aster, I don't think, has any weapons. I think he has that pole arm thing that you guys got from Moroni that was laying on the ground, or do you have that?
I have the weapon, the moonshine, the knife, and my staff. I don't have what you... Yeah, the dinner he has.
He has Cam.
Yes, Cam?
He does have Cam. Yeah, who get Cam ready? I don't think Cam can attack unless it like gets close to him though. Based off of what his character had. So he's just kind of frantically trying to move about. He's crawling a little bit closer to the controls, but is moving very slow because of the G-forces. And on its turn, all that happens is you can see that this creature starts to like reach its head out and look down at you. And you guys see that familiar glow, that flash of red eyes as it makes eye contact with you guys down through. And remember, it's through the metal grating in the first floor of the elevator, and you guys are on the middle floor. So you shot through the floor of the first floor just to even get close to this thing as you guys are flying down there. And it looks, at first, human, but there's this strange black mist that seems to be just like cloudy over the eyes and just kind of fading off in the distance and just fades out. And you see what it's wearing. Its arms look elongated, and it looks like the flesh has been blackened on the arms a bit. And the fingers are elongated and end in these very sharp claws. And the outfit that it's wearing is like ripped and peeled and torn. But you recognize the outfit, Dawn.
Okay.
It looks a lot like the guys that you ran into downstairs. Same uniform.
Guys downstairs, same uniforms. The one with the eye.
And it crawls in, and then the G-forces kind of slam it down to the first floor inside. And you can see, like, when it hits, there is, like, blackened blood kind of, like, pouring from a head wound.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
The one from the top floor all the way to the first floor.
It's in the first floor, and you're on the middle floor. So you're looking up. You're looking up underneath, like, the metal grating of the first floor, and it is, like, right above you.
And the elevator is still moving up, right?
It's still moving. Yep, it hasn't stopped yet.
It'll make it harder.
But it looks like this thing is having just as much difficulty moving around as you are.
Close enough for me to use my bow staff. I'll try to use my bow staff.
With help from Aster, yes. Aster would have to use his turn to, like, stand on all fours to where you can kind of get up and, like, drive the bow staff up through the bottom of the floor. It would still be made with disadvantage because of the difficulty of moving this fast in an elevator not being attached to anything.
I don't want to use his turn, so I'm gonna use my pistol again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to shoot it again.
Okay.
Here we go.
Same thing, disadvantage.
That's a 20 and a 2.
A 2? Okay. You're aiming and you almost got like a perfect shot, and at the last minute that darn thing just like rolls on its side. and the bullet goes right past, shooting up. But then the brakes slam on the elevator. And you feel the elevator come to a halt as it has reached Sector 3. And it comes to a halt. And as it does, you hear the very peaceful elevator bell ring. Ding! As the doors start to open.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell Aster to let's go and run as fast as we can outside the elevator. I want him to go in front of me. Meanwhile, I look like I'll stay between the elevator and him.
Okay.
So he could try to make it to the other guys and see if we could find a Adrenamine.
Okay. So you're just booking out of there as fast as you can.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I will say, yeah, you guys book right out of there. You can hear some kind of snarling and growling in the background as you run, but you make your way through a vein, make a quick right turn, then a quick left, trying to kind of hide your tracks of where it is that you're running. And after a couple minutes, you don't hear anything behind you.
It's silent, it's killing me.
And it's all just silent. You would thought you would have heard something coming. But not.
Okay. Well, okay, so I know Aster knows his way around the mine, so I'm gonna ask Aster to take us back to where the other elevator was located to see if we can find the guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I keep an eye around us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see if I see something else coming.
Yeah. And I don't like to play other PC's characters too much, so basically I'm just gonna say, yeah, he can do that easily because he knows exactly where you guys came from pretty much before. So he can kind of guide you in that direction. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retcon one little part from the previous group. When you guys heard those voices from before, eventually coming around the corner, you saw Dawn and Aster. They joined back with you from that moment, just to make this fit. So we can say the rest still happens and everything like that, but at this moment we can go back in time a little bit, and when Aster and Dawn arrive while you guys are kind of getting comfortable, you do notice, Dawn, that when you're coming around the corner, you see Devlin sitting down there with a large gun pointed in your direction. You almost missed him at first because he's hidden kind of next to the wall.
Hey, Dev, if you're trying to shoot somebody, at least hit me. Don't just miss.
Well, I would have to shoot first to miss.
Well, it looked like you were shooting something.
I was just looking because we heard voices.
Why you
We didn't
going-
know what was going on.
Well, let me tell you what's going on. Let's go back to the guys, because I need to tell you what's going on.
All right.
The elevator's working.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, sure.
Great, let's go.
Nah. Hold on. So, remember those guys that we saw? Maybe you guys didn't see it, but we saw those guys downstairs on the 4th level. The one with the big eyes stuff. Well, they turned into this crazy creature with arms longer than regular arms. And they can crawl on anything. Because we were going up the elevator fast and they were crawling on the elevator. And yeah, they attacked us. So either we have zombies or aliens. And if we go back over there, I know for a fact that there's one there waiting for us to go back.
How
that's the
did
way
you get out?
Yeah.
Simple. You press the button, you put the elevator, you throw my Roni to them, and keep going. Easy. You just run. I did try to
You-
hit it, and I missed.
You weren't followed?
That's a very good question. I mean, Dev was looking at at his new little rifle over there. Do you see anything, Dev? Have you seen anything coming?
I didn't see anything yet, but I also wasn't looking around for the ceiling also.
Yeah. Well, we should, if we are gonna go back over there, we should do it cautiously and slowly and get ready to fight.
How many?
I only saw one, I believe.
I will say that makes sense because that's what the guys were telling us who were trying to rush the elevator that we got these weapons from. They were saying that their friends were chasing them and that they had changed or something. I forget what specifically, but
Okay.
I guess
They-
that makes sense.
Did
Oh,
they
just-
say what started the change?
Oh, I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
Yeah, but also, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that there's little monsters in here? Like, from fairy tales and stuff?
Scorpion thing killed. Not surprised.
Oh,
Yeah, we already saw a monster a couple nights ago.
listen, scorpions,
Just evolved.
fine. This is a whole nother playing field right here.
Scorpions and reincarnation. Okay. Zombie, not okay.
Yeah.
have-
Aliens.
Gotcha.
Let's
I
put it
have
like
a
this.
concern.
If we can't stay here for too long. So we need to find a way out. What happened to the gems, by the way?
They're here. They're accounted for.
Yeah, we just stuffed them in our pockets and stuff so that if we need to run fast, we can leave the box behind.
Good idea. So what are we gonna do now? Do we stay? Do we go? Do we wait?
We kill it.
Kill it?
I
Could.
forget, is that the elevator that can go all the way up, or is that the one that only goes down the 4?
Goes all the
That's-
way up.
All
goes
the way
all the-
up, yeah.
It's the only one that takes us home.
Well, we're kind of stuck here right now because if we go up, how are we gonna explain, like, hey, we totally, went down here and didn't do anything at all that was shady or suspicious whatsoever.
What did I do?
We could say we were doing our jobs on 4 and these crazy creatures attacked us and we got there when we could.
And when I kicked my Roni out of the elevator, it was to protect him because we knew there was something down there.
I would say if we had a cage or something, we could catch it. Then once we got up, we could also release it. As soon as we got there, that would cause a distraction, and then we can make it to the ship.
Hold on, so
The
you wanna
elevator
catch
is a
the
cage.
monster
Well, we also have to be in it to get
on
up.
top of it.
to win it.
Well, if it stops hard, we're also going to go straight up.
So you wanna catch the monster, let
I
it
said it's a
out.
possibility, but we don't
Wait,
have
hold on.
anything.
You
that we
wanna
could-
let it out, kill the other people so we will escape?
I mean, we also just we kicked Maroney out and stole the stuff. We were on camera. We're already wanted at this point again.
Hey, I'm okay with killing people to live. It's up to you guys. But how are we gonna get the monster in the elevator?
I don't know how to catch it unless there's another container somewhere on one of these mine shafts.
There are containers around. I mean, that's the thing we opened that got to me eventually.
Is this big enough? And then is there a way to lock it?
There's a door.
Can we push it?
I mean, it had to get down here, so I'm assuming there is a way to move it.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I survived two times already, so I'm good for a third time.
Wait, quick question. Can we send either of the elevators, like remotely, or does somebody have to be inside the elevator to operate it?
Someone has to be inside. So wait, hold on. So you want to use this elevator to go downstairs, capture a monster, bring it back upstairs, take it with us to the other elevator and go up?
No,
Well,
no.
you already said there's one with you.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
From what I remember, yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I didn't look back to see if it stayed there.
I'm sure he's following you. But what if we oh man, I wish there was some way for us to like send the elevator up without being inside of it, because then we could just send the elevator up and unleash the monster on the top floor.
Can we tie a string to the lever, and then as soon as it drops in, pull the lever, and then it should launch it without being in the chair?
But how is it gonna go back down? Someone needs to go up there to bring it back down.
That's true. Oh,
You
goodness
survived
gracious.
once. So,
I say we become heroes and kill it, and maybe give it to them as proof that we're good.
Yeah, but we still Oh, I just think if we're gonna
Well,
be in so much trouble, regardless.
and filled with gems,
Yep.
because we're not making it out without getting searched and confiscated and being detained.
Alright. I'll be the guinea pig. I could lower it to the elevator. We could try to kill it. Or at least weaken it. And as long as it's weakened, we could keep him on the first level of the elevator. I'll be on the second one and try to keep it from going to the second level with my staff.
Is there chains and stuff? Can we try chaining it up?
I mean, there's locks that you have to lock yourself in for the elevator that I forgot all about. the second
True.
time.
I have let's see, I have duct tape. Would that help?
Hey, duct
It
tape
might.
saves everything. I think we might as well. I mean, I have my belt. I can use my utility belt. Get him like on his neck. Tie him up. Use him
Cut
as
off its arm or something, and that would help us. But then again, guys, we don't know what led the people to becoming the monsters. What if, like, by touching him, we will also get infected with monster goo thing?
Then I say we kill it, go up, and then we have to figure out what our game plan is once we get up, because it might just be a mad dash.
And
Yeah.
run.
We got some plans. We'll be okay.
We got
Never ha-
plans.
We always have plans. We never follow the plan, so it's never gonna happen. One of us is gonna die again.
Oh, look
Probably.
who's coming! Here he is! Yay!
It's a whole fight, bro.
Master, what are your thoughts on this? Come on.
Kill them all.
All right, I'm going to adjust these cameras really quickly, so
That's-
you guys can
we-
continue to plan and role play while I'm doing that.
So I have a concern, and it may be nothing. I hope it's nothing. We know something is attacking things down there, killing them, and then they come back as evil creatures
Zombies.
of some sort, or something like that.
Mhm.
Did we just put a potential one of those in our ship?
Mm. Evil Noah.
Oh yeah, your dead body.
That thing come back into life as a monster on the ship?
I hope not.
I
Because
hope not too.
Let's figure this out first.
Well, I would have been able to let you know if you left me on the ship rather than dropkick Murphy.
We did not. His name is not Murphy. You were his best friend and you didn't even know his name.
Oh, I know Maroni.
I did not drop kick him. Well, I did. But I saved his life.
I didn't, but I did.
So we need to go back. We kill it. We figure it out from there. If we could kill
So
it. We need to know
just
where we
just
could-
to catch Aster up with what happened, this creature was jolting its way towards the elevator, and you guys, Dawn picked up Maroni's body and threw it as a distraction, while Aster ran and closed the door to the elevator, trapping the creature outside. Then you guys you hit the lever to take the elevator back up, which it started to rise up to level 3, but then you heard something hit the top of the elevator. And another one of those things kind of reached down through the top open shaft and was like looking down at you guys. And then because of all the G-forces, it made it hard for Dawn to get a shot off of this thing, but that creature also couldn't do anything really because of the G-forces of it going up rapidly. And then it came to a stop on level 3, and you guys just booked it out of there, and it didn't chase you. And you've met back up with the party.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
That saved your life.
My life was never in danger.
You couldn't press the little button. Oh, you missed the whole thing. So now we've kind of figured out if we're going back over there, kill it, and go back upstairs.
Of course, easy. There's nothing could go wrong.
What kind of weapons do you have?
I'll reach down to Cam, spin him around like a pistol.
Damn, it's a pistol.
That's it. Oh, I have. Unless you took the staff, I have that staff you gave me too.
Oh, he does have the electric staff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so we're going back over there and kill it?
Yeah.
As a team, Dev?
I'm good with whatever.
Adranima?
I'll do it. Yes.
And guess Aster is up to it.
Okay, so
Oh,
we did travel back in time, so here's the question. Would you guys want to do this before you took your rest?
It's up to you guys.
Yes.
Okay. So, those of you that took a rest and got all those hit points back, technically you still wouldn't have done that. So, you would be still at your previous hit point value.
Still my 1 point of damage from not being locked in the elevator.
Eliminate.
Good.
Okay.
It's really good for me.
And who knows? We might get back to the elevator, and is it actually in the elevator right now? Or is it out and possibly about?
It was in the first part of the elevator, the lower level.
And the door is open right now.
Yes, because it opened as soon as it hit the...
So we might be in the clear. We might just get the elevator and be able to go up. Let's think positive.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Start working.
Think positive. Hopefully there's no murder incoming. Hopefully, we'll clear out of the monster and everything is great. Sunshines and rainbows.
Yes.
Oh, what if Maroni comes back from the dead?
Oh no, don't say that. He probably will.
That'd be really sad. I'd hate to kill Maroni.
I'll drop kick him again.
Oh no. No, I don't want to think about that now.
Drop kicking him wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
We're not kicking him off the elevator this time.
Oh, Aster, the monster looks like one of the guys from downstairs that we killed.
Oh, okay. So it's not a scorpion, like I told you guys it wasn't. Understood.
Okay.
But it could have been from a scorpion.
No way. No chance. Scorpions don't live down here.
But
Actually.
scorpions have venom that could turn other people into stuff. Maybe that's what
Nope.
happens. If the
What do you mean
scorpion...
they don't live down here?
I haven't seen one, and I've been here for all of like a day. So
A day. Alright, so should we go back?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
take
are
it
you-
on now.
Are you guys wanting to go towards the elevator, the main elevator? Is that where you guys are headed? Okay. All right.
Let's say we put Death in the front with his rifle. Just in case
I'm best in the back with a
Yeah.
rifle.
You should be
You
best in
could
the back.
I'll take the lead with my electric staff.
Mm-hmm.
I will use
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
You can
I'll
feel
kinda-
it.
I'll put my earbuds in, and I'm gonna play that song in my earbud.
Gonna let my blades ready just in case.
Okay. So you guys are weapons drawn, heading through the mine shafts of Sector 3, moving slowly. Dawn kind of probably backtracking his path a little bit, with Aster leading the way as well. You guys keep moving about. Things are relatively silent for a while. Then you hear what sounds like the elevator starting to go up.
Getting left behind, y'all.
Aster, run.
I'm running. He
Are
said
you-
to run. He
You're
said
running?
to run, so I'm going. I'm gonna go catch that elevator.
Okay. So you are running. You're running as fast as you can. You can hear the grinding of the kind of echoing through there, as it sounds like the elevator is being re-engaged and heading back up. You guys know the difference of the sounds that the elevator makes when it's going up and down now. Pretty much down doesn't really take much work, but it sounds like it takes a lot of work to get this thing moving to go up. Unfortunately, by the time you get there, Asters, you're racing to there. The elevator is no longer present. But when you do walk around the corner, you do see standing there is... Oh gosh, where's his name? The insect-like humanoid that you guys were talking to from Sector 3. I cannot remember his name, and I'm missing it in my notes. Here it is. Crix. You guys walk around and you guys can see Crix is there, and it's almost like he was standing at the elevator, maybe seeing someone off, and then has turned around and is starting to kind of walk back towards his Sector 3 station. And he sees Aster like run around the corner with this staff drawn out, with little like electric sparks like shooting out of the top of it, and the rest of you kind of like chasing back behind. He looks. What is happening? What is going on?
Oh, God. Hold on a sec.
Are you okay?
I was just... Oh, man. I haven't ran in so long. Oh. The elevator's gone, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, jeez.
That does suck a lot.
Sheer and Morris Corp just finished their meeting.
Yeah, there was a monster on that elevator.
There was a monster on that elevator. Ah.
Yeah. And you just sent it up with whoever's inside that elevator.
I did?
You were here, so yes. Whoever's inside the elevator is likely torn to shreds by now by a giant, massive monster.
And it's all your fault.
Yep.
A monster? What kind of monster are you talking about?
Does he look suspicious?
Crix?
Is this a monster pretending to be a person?
Make a savvy check.
No, that's a 5.
Okay, go ahead and add a void point. No, it looks like Crix to you. If he's pretending, he's really good at pretending.
Alright.
He looks very confused. I mean, it's hard to read his expressions because he's more of like an insect-like facial features and stuff. But he legitimately doesn't seem to understand what you guys are talking about. Like, monster, I don't know what you mean. When we opened the elevator, there was some blood, but we did not have much time to investigate.
Check all 3 floors.
We think maybe Maroney has been injured, because he wasn't present.
Did you check all 3 floors of the elevator?
I did not. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. That's
exactly.
not normally part of my responsibilities here, but.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
There's a monster on one of those floors, and you send it up. Who knows where, honestly.
Honestly, man, it's not your fault. Honestly, do you have water? I am so tired.
Yes, we do. Right in the station, substation 3.
All right, perfect.
Wait. So why do you send the elevator up again?
Ashir was done with his meeting with Morse Corp.
So is he coming back down?
I'm currently unaware. I don't believe so. They were meeting about discussing a certain project, and they were doing a quick survey.
So how do we go back up?
Well, we wait for the elevator to arrive and take it back up when it's here.
So why are you
Emergency
doing
staircase.
Here? What's he doing here? What's the point of him being here?
Me, I'm in charge of the running the Sector 3 substation.
So you tell me that you
There-
can't call somebody up there to bring it back down.
I can call. Would you like me to call?
So? Yes.
Please?
And have them
Sure.
search every floor before they come back down.
Yes.
Every floor?
Of
Yes.
I think you guys are being paranoid. It was just one weird zombie guy. That's it.
Yeah, what no big deal. One weird zombie guy.
Yeah, was his
Probably-
name Mitch from accounting?
Maybe it was. But I've heard of zombies before, and they seem very easy to take care of. So honestly, it's not a problem. We could just go hang out at the station, get some water.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And when they bite you and then infect you, and then they keep passing the infection on, it's not a big deal. And
There's a
stew
way
the whole
to
entire
avoid
dome.
that. You can avoid that by just not getting close to it.
That's true, but it kind of makes it hard to not be close to it when you don't really know what it is, doesn't it? For all those people up there in the Sector 2 or 1 or wherever this was sent up.
But that's I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's their fault.
Well,
That's-
it is what it is now. They're all dead, probably.
Wasn't
That
the
is
elevator down.
that's
Wasn't that
not
one of our
gonna be
plans?
on my conscience. So
No, we tried. We really tried.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we're just gonna go rest up, Grix. Just whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Please enter the substation. It's much more, I would say, comfortable there.
Mm,
I trust you 100%. I'm going. I'm going.
I don't trust him.
All right.
Go stand
That's
outside.
all right. Okay.
I want an
I
insight. This
love
is
it.
Grix-
weird.
Yeah, if you want to do savvy check, go for it.
9.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and gain a void point if you don't already have 4. I mean, he doesn't seem like any different than what you guys remember. I mean, Devlin probably had the most experience talking to this guy. Doesn't seem to be any different than what he's acted like before. He's a little taken back that you guys are coming and saying there's a monster that he hasn't seen.
Our new best friend.
The way I'm looking at it, he's in management or some form of management. If we are wanted, he might already know and is trying to get us secluded into a single place.
That's a good point.
Technically, I mean, we already are in a secluded place.
A
To
place
be
where we can
honest.
control the locks.
I mean, there's only one way up.
There is a way down.
Crix turns around and he's like, look, I can bring the water to you. That's no problem.
No, I trust you completely. I'm going.
Okay. So, Aster, you're going to follow Crix?
Of course.
Okay. The rest of
I'm
you
gonna
are
go
kind
with
of
Aster, yeah.
hanging out outside? Okay.
I'm going with Asterisk.
You're going to go with
I
Aster
wanna-
just in case?
I want
Okay.
to look around his outfit that he's taking us.
Okay.
See if I
Yeah.
can find some clues.
Yeah, you guys do re-enter the Sector 3 station. There are other people in there. Like, there are other people working. Present, just like they were before. He moves over to a kind of like a refrigerator type device and gets out some water to give to Aster. Hands him a bottle of water. And looks over and is looking at some of the computers that he's got, his computer screen modules and things like that he's got running. And Aster's getting some.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then Dawn and Aster, you guys can hear that there's a video screen that pops up and a little bit of crackling that comes to life within the sector, and you do see a familiar face pop up on one of these digital screens. It looks like Naldi, the guy that hired you guys from the get-go. But it looks like he's wearing a kind of like a suit, one of the mining suits that you guys were outfitted in. And it crackles in and out, like you can see it kind of fade in, and static happens on the screen a little bit. And he comes in, he's like, Crix, Naldi, Crix, this is Naldi, come in. Do you got a read on this? This, oh gosh, this is terrible. And he's like hitting some of the electronics on him, trying to get a good clear signal out of what. And you see Crix kind of runs over and is like pressing a few buttons on the keyboard that he's got in front of him. It's like, yes, Naldi, Crix here. What? How can I help? What is going on? Is the cleaning team finished? Are we okay to open Sector 4? I have a group up here that says there's a monster. And you see Naldi's face kind of puts a little bit of a quizzical look on for just a moment. Well, Crix, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a little bit of a situation down here. We've neutralized it. We've taken care of the problem from what we can think of. But you're saying that there's one up there. Who is it that was who is it that's talking about this so-called monster? And Crix kind of like looks over his shoulder at Aster and Dawn.
My name's Aster. Aster, you can see Naldi. He obviously can't see you guys, but he can hear you, and it keeps on breaking up, static coming in and out. Is everyone okay, Aster? Are you all right? Man, there's lots of dead people.
Lots of dead people?
At least 3.
You've seen them?
I have.
Were they all down here with us?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't see them up top, so I would assume they're down here, yeah.
I mean, are they on your floor? Sector 3?
Hmm.
No.
Well, that's a complicated question.
Say no.
Actually. That's
Aster.
a comp.
Aster.
No. It's complicated because one of the
Aster,
dead, not dead people went in the elevator, and now the elevator went up. So
wait. The elevator can. How far did it go up, Aster?
I don't know. I didn't send the elevator. Ask Crix.
Oh, yeah. Crix looks and he's like, yes, Ashir and the Morse Corp took the elevator up to the top floor. And you can see, like, Naldi's face is like, he lets out a deep sigh. Crix, if you are able to, I need you to get in touch with Ashir right away. Tell him we need to talk, and we need to talk now. And Crix is like, why, yes, sir, I will do my best. And he kind of looks back over at you two again. He's seeing if you guys have anything you need to add before the screen either goes black or fades out or static.
Yeah. Is there a way you could bring down the elevator? So
Yeah. Could you send the elevator back?
We finish our job, so we have to finish. Give you what you told us to come down here to get, so we have to go back upstairs to finish it. So can you bring down the elevator?
You saying that to Naldi?
Oh yeah, now.
Oh yeah. It'll be okay. We'll take care of everything. It'll all get done.
It's a yes or no question. I don't know why.
Listen. You guys do me a favor. You guys hold tight. Okay, and be careful. Be very.
I trust you. I will hold tight and I'll be careful.
And then static on the screen as it kind of
I see.
fades out. And that's where
Not
we're going to
upset.
take our break for the evening. As it's about halfway through the episode.
not allowed to
Mm,
No one.
No more talking. Sorry.
So, folks, I don't know where this is going to go, but it appears that there are some terrifying creatures on the loose in this mine, and there is some bad stuff happening with the elevator headed back up. So we'll see what happens when we get back in about 5 to 7 minutes. So stay put. We'll see you guys very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our episode. I believe this is episode 8 of OMEN. Second half. Now, they just heard over the intercoms, there's kind of a strange situation from Naldi coming from Sector 4 to Crix, and they're trying to get the elevator back down after it has gone up with Ashir and the Moors Corp. So are you guys, the rest of you that were waiting outside, is there anything in particular that you guys are talking about or doing while that was occurring with Aster, Dawn, and Crix inside the Sector 3 substation?
I would just be looking around to see if there's any, like, marks. I'd be looking at the ceiling and stuff, because he said it was a creature, claws and stuff, so I'd just kind of be looking around, looking for anything that's unusual.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make a savvy check.
And I will use a void point.
Okay.
There we go. I got a, so +1, a 16 and 15.
Very nice. You do see marks on the ceiling. And you start to just wander a little bit around a couple of the corners there, Devlin. Doesn't go in the exact same way that you guys came from, but it's going in that same direction where you guys were kind of chilling out back in that old part of the mines. You can see like claw marks and stuff on the ceiling going in that direction.
I would turn to Noah and Andromeda and just go, so there are claw marks on the ceiling, and it's leading back down the paths that we kind of came from. Possibly where those creatures are coming from, maybe?
Like claw marks as in something was moving or something was dragged?
Yes.
Oh.
As in, I don't understand how claw marks would be on the ceiling. Because they're not from a cheese grater or any other mining equipment.
This really unsettles me. This whole situation seems really weird, doesn't it? Like, them just being down here and acting like there's nothing weird, and then whatever the name of that guy, like, I don't know, everything is just strange.
I feel like we're being lied to.
Yeah. Last time something like that happened to me, they dropped a bomb on us and like a bunch of people died.
That's explosive.
It tends to be pretty explosive.
I mean, it's kind of a bomb that you just dropped on us.
Like, I see what you done there. I see. That was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Do you think Crix knows more than what he's letting on?
I think so. I mean, I don't know, but like, doesn't it just give you all like all kinds of like really bad vibes?
This whole place gives me bad vibes.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I did
vibes
say-
are bad.
Don't go to Section 4 yet. So, I mean, yeah,
I know you want to say it.
I told you so. God, it feels so good.
Doesn't it?
We do outnumber him right now.
We're not gonna... Crix or our friend?
Crix.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you were gonna kill Devin. I was about to be really concerned, but... Yeah, I mean, we do, but, like... What are we gonna... You know, like... What are we gonna do?
Information.
Yeah.
He has
And that's
computer
probably the
systems
most.
there.
Up to you guys. Do you guys want to stay here and keep an eye out, or do you want to go back to Crix and everyone else?
I feel like we should keep an eye out. Because... Say we don't, and we go back to Crix, we confront him, or whatever this conversation situation unfolds with. And then we discover that this creature's somewhere here lurking and watching us. I feel like we should try and, I don't know, find it, dispose of it.
I mean, disposing, I would rather just wait here, and if it comes, we take care of it, and just wait for the elevator. Because why go after danger when we don't have to? If the elevator comes down in time, then we're good. If we're chasing it, the elevator may come down while we're chasing it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree that actually we should just wait here. Wait until it goes down, I mean.
Okay.
Do we still
should
have
we
that
go-
cheese grater?
Yeah.
Do you think that could do some damage to it?
I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, we got a vague description of it. But, I mean, this thing will do damage. I mean, it cuts through rock. I imagine it will cut through flesh just as easy.
Hopefully.
So hold down this area for a bit. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, because I can
Bad
use my
idea.
rifle from a distance to look at the ceiling, and then cheese grater if it gets close.
And then if it gets real close, well, I got my blades.
The Sector 3 substation door opens, and you can see Crix is leading Dawn and Aster out of the substation. Aster with a bottle of water, chugging it as he comes out. Right on cue. Now we're gonna have to take another break because you're gonna have to go use the bathroom. And you follow Crix out. Crix is looking at you all. It's the elevator will be on its way in just a moment.
Yeah. Noah, let me talk to you for a second.
Okay.
The elevator's not coming. They know that there's monsters. What's his name? I just talked to him like 2 minutes ago. The guy that gave us a job knows that there's monsters. And they're not gonna bring the elevator down.
Why did he just say he was bringing it down?
Because he's lying.
Noah whips out his gun and starts approaching him.
Okay.
Whoa, wait a second. What's going on?
Crix puts up his hands and is like, what is wrong?
Hands behind your back right now.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna stand in front of Crix with my staff. I'm like, well, what are you doing? You can't just kill everybody. Come on.
I'm not going to kill him.
You just
That's
pulled a
fair.
pistol on him. You don't pull pistols on people.
Did I shoot?
Oh, but you're aiming it. That's gun training, gun safety. You don't know. You're not supposed to point it at people.
Yeah, so I have some moonshine. You want some?
Moonshine.
Yeah.
All right. He's on his own.
Who has that utility belt?
I do.
Oh my
Isn't it two of them?
God.
They have. I think there is 2 of them. I have 1.
Yeah, Dad, did you take one?
I think
No.
so.
Oh,
Who
a
took the
utility
other one?
belt? No,
Yeah.
I didn't take it.
Oh,
I have one.
Oh, you probably took the second one.
Yeah, there were 2 of them.
Yeah. I'd like
No,
to
what-
use some of that stuff to tie him up.
Oh yeah,
Alright, so
absolutely.
I'm gonna,
You can do that.
I'm gonna,
Easy enough. You actually like open up the belt part, like press a button, and it goes and it, like wraps them up.
The elevator's not coming.
I mean, I sent for the elevator.
You told us it was coming. It's not coming. You lied.
I can't control the elevator. I can send for the elevator.
You said it was coming. It is not. You got a couple seconds to start talking before I get cheese grater happy.
What would you like me to say?
How do we get out of this?
When the elevator comes down, you board the elevator, and it will take you to the surface level.
And if it doesn't come,
You wait patiently for the elevator to arrive. And when it arrives, you board the elevator, and you take it to the top level.
Guys, wait a second. I was thinking a lot about what Andromeda said. Thank you for that moonshine, by the way. Very good. I was thinking a lot about what Andromeda said, and the idea that if a zombie got up there and bit people, maybe we wouldn't want to go up there. You know, maybe we just. I have a wonderful plan. I know you guys love my plans. What if we just, this is our new home. We live here now.
They can climb.
Yeah,
Well-
and we need food. Like, where are we gonna get food?
And they go to
That's
the
a good
lower
point.
level.
That's a good point. God, we're not safe anywhere.
We need to go back up. So you're on the way out.
You know a way.
Do I know?
No, I'm
Is there
looking at Chris.
Staircase?
Is there what?
Is there a
Without-
staircase?
Yes.
Emergency exit? Anything like that?
There was a ladder.
Okay, well then we take the ladder.
I don't think you want to take that ladder.
Why not?
It's a really tall ladder, and there was a hole leading up there, so I think one of those things might be in the ladderway.
Oh God.
And I'm not
Basically,
climbing that
the ladder that he's talking about is the ladder that's inside the elevator shaft.
Oh.
So you'd be
But we
climbing.
are-
You'd be climbing a ladder the whole
Dave.
way out of the depths of the mine, and
There has
That's-
to be a way.
that's no guarantee there's enough space for anybody to be on that ladder if the elevator comes back down.
Crix, come with me.
Make him go up the ladder.
No. Going back in the substation.
Okay. He stands up and he just kind of starts walking with you. Like, he's not fighting you.
We get in. I put him in front of the monitors. What button do I push to get someone on this line?
You can attempt that one over there. Frequencies are a little bit shaky at times, being at this depth. So sometimes it's hit or miss whether we can actually get a response.
I'll push the button.
Okay. You push the button. There's a lot of static that happens for a while. A face appears back on the screen, and it is you recognize as Naldi.
Hello, Naldi.
Static is keeps happening. He's like looking towards you. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's not Noah.
Not Noah.
Yeah, I remember.
And you know who this is.
Oh, you
I'm
talking?
pointing at Crick.
Oh yeah. Is that Crix? What's going on? And Crix is like, these individuals are worried that the elevator is not going to arrive. And you hear Naldi on the other end, and is like, listen, I just have some questions that I need answered. It seems there's something happening, and I'm not really sure. And then off in the distance, you hear something odd. You hear some commotion back in the background, and you can see on the screen like Naldi's head like turned to the side with his mask on, and then you hear some gunshots, and then you hear what's going on? There's another one, and then static again.
They started a riot without me. Those bastards. I am so upset.
And Crix is like, he looks over to you with his insect-like eyes, and is like, I believe you now.
Are you ready to help us besides saying wait for the elevator?
Well, seeing that I don't have much control over the elevator, there's not much I can do about that. But I am willing to help if you would be willing to untie me.
Tell me how you'll help first.
That's a good question. I have keen eyesight in the dark.
We have headlamps.
I have better eyesight in the dark than your headlamps can provide.
I trust
And
him,
you don't-
guys.
And you don't need your hands for that.
I do also have these 2 extra arms. And his insect-like arms like open up.
Do you enjoy them?
Very much so. It makes me who I am.
Would you like to no longer be yourself and find a new identity? Cross me
Well-
and see what happens.
Well, listen, Crix, if he cuts off any of your arms, I can make them come back. I promise.
No need. In about 3 months, they grow back anyway.
Oh.
They're not as strong as the original, but they get the job done.
You tell me, where's the best place to be right now?
Not down here.
Given our current circumstances, where do we need to be right now?
Well, this substation's probably the safest place. We can lock it down, but... He looks towards the door, and most of it's like, it's thick glass, but it's still glass. If something really wants to get in, it most likely will.
And we'd be a food bucket.
In a mine, everything's a food bucket.
Including you. So leaving you tied up gives us a chance to live a bit longer.
Is there a way up? Is there any other way we could get upstairs?
Your friend was
Ladder.
right. We can climb, but that might take a long time.
Is there any other way up that you know?
Not that I know of.
Can you fly?
I cannot.
How fast can you climb?
Probably a little faster than you, considering I have 2 extra arms.
I love this guy. He's so honest and straight to the point.
What do we do?
We should climb.
We let him
We
go
have
and we
another
climb.
boy.
Yeah, I love it.
You want to let him go?
Like,
yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
what is he
untie
gonna
him.
do?
His other arms are already out. He can already
Yeah.
do things.
Are all
other
are
people
all
up
of
there
you
are
in the
probably dead.
substation, or is anybody outside?
I'm inside.
I'm still outside.
Devlin, you see something move around a corner about 100 feet away from you, in the back left-hand corner of what mine. You see like a flickering light. You see something just shift just a little bit.
I will then take my scope out and then kind of look in that area.
Okay, using your scope to check it out. Go ahead and make a savvy check for me. I will give you advantage on the roll since you're using your scope.
Right. Come on. Come on. I got a 2 and a 7 modified.
Oh, you don't see anything. The flickering light is just the way it's like coming through the digital scope is just messing up the vision on it. You can gain a void point if you don't already have 4.
Are there any other weapons in here?
Crix looks at you and says, "No weapons. We have mining equipment." He looks over in the corner and there's like a couple cheese graters sitting there.
What do y'all want to do?
How about we go to the elevators and see if we could figure something else out? The only choice we have.
That's the only way up.
There might be like
Well-
some emergency level or something. Bring it back down.
Gotta climb up.
You know, I'm sure there's also like landings. It can't just be a straight ladder all the way. There has to be like little rest stops, right? Nobody can climb for that long.
Crix looks towards you, Esther, and is like, "That is true. There are some landing bays for repairs and mechanical compartments."
I know it then. We left Dev outside by himself again.
Well,
He's strong, independent. He can do it.
he hates us right now. He's just gonna be, I told you so, like every single 5 minutes or something. And I'm not over here to try and listen to a lecture. I'm over here to try and escape this thing and get back to whatever civilization we could get back to.
Crix, has this thing ever broken down before?
The elevator?
Yes.
All the time.
And if it's on like floor 3 or 4, how do you all get it running again? How does help get to it from that far down?
The ladder.
We have to use the ladder, guys. It's our best bet.
The only one we have.
I say
Ladder it up!
we cut this guy free.
Wait, why do we need to call him free though?
Why do we need to keep him
He
tied
lied.
up?
He didn't know
Everybody
any better.
lies.
Honestly,
He knew.
I trusted him the
No.
whole time, and
Yeah.
I don't see why anybody else wouldn't.
Everybody lies. It's self-preservation. It's no use for him to be tied up anyways.
I haven't lied to you guys once.
I'm sure you have.
I haven't at all, actually.
You said we
Alright,
could
well-
trust him. That's a lie.
We can because
True.
he didn't know that the elevator wasn't going to come until now, and then he admitted his fault that the elevator was not coming.
True. We should just let him go. There's no point in keeping him tied up. He's not a war prisoner. He's not a threat to us right now. The threat is the fact that we don't have elevator. We don't have food supplies down here that could last us if we did need to haul up here. We don't have access. We even have probably limited air supply. We're down below the earth. At some point, the generators are going to turn off if everybody upstairs gets killed and mauled and murdered. And we're not going to have air supply down here. So he's not the enemy. The enemy is our survival right now. And the freaking zombies that are up the staircase.
Yeah, and if something comes, it'd be better to have another set of hands.
And
He
he has
already
two of
has
them.
us set.
Another
What will
set of
you-
hands.
What will you do if we let you go?
I will help you climb out.
And then once we're out,
I will go to my superiors to try to deal with the current situation because that is my job.
and what of us?
Here.
I mean, that's not up to me.
Did you see us?
Did I see you now?
When you get up to the top, are you going to mention that you know who we are and what we did?
He looks very confused.
I'm
like he
trying to
doesn't
help you
like he
live
doesn't
by
get what
having
you're tracking.
What?
And while this conversation is happening, Devlin,
Gosh.
over by where the elevator doors are closed, the elevator's not present, but like the doors are shut. You see like a faint like scratching on the inside of it. Shh, shh, shh.
How far away am I from the door?
50 feet.
And how far away am I from the vein that goes back towards where they are?
Well, they're in the substation, which is behind you. You're
Okay.
standing kind of outside the door. The elevator is kind of 50 feet to your right, and where you saw that
Okay.
movement was like 100 feet to like a vein to the left. It kind of
Okay.
disappears off into like the darker spot.
I will kind of listen and then pull my scope up again and just kind of like look over there and move a little bit to the side, but like not too far, and just kind of see if I can see anything.
Yeah, it's like a solid metal door, so you don't really like see anything over in that direction. But it sounds like, it sounds like when a cat is like scratching at a door. Like a very soft, like a shh, shh, shh.
And then is the door to the substation, is it open right now or is it closed?
Probably automatically closed whenever they went in. So you can
Okay.
hear them talking beyond it, but like not loudly or anything like that.
I'll tap on it to try and open it.
Okay. Sure.
And then as soon as it opens, I'll just kind of turn and be like, so could be something, could be nothing, but I thought I saw something in the ceiling over here where I saw claw marks, and then there's noise coming from The elevator door.
Noah grabs Crooks by the back of the head and shoves his head outside. What do you see?
He looks. I currently do not see anything, but it sounds like there's a scratching coming from over by the elevator door.
Already here, and we are so screwed. We've spent 20 minutes talking, which we could have spent climbing out of here. Guys, we need to move.
Take like
Noah
a defensive
unties him.
position in front of Crix, so like if anything jumps out, he doesn't get killed immediately.
Okay, okay.
Noah unties him and gives him a cheese grater.
Okay. He grabs the cheese grater.
If you try to get us in trouble, I will come for you.
Hey, no,
Okay.
we need to talk about your trusting problems when we get back in the ship. Okay?
That's the thing. He was like really nice, and now I'm really confused because he's like super violent at the moment.
Now, all of a sudden, running around the corner of another vein,
No.
you guys see, actually, Devlin, you recognize these two people right away. You see Ace and Rose. That man and woman that were with you before on your mining mission. And, like, it looks like Ace is holding some kind of backpack. It's like smaller backpack. Seems he's holding it from him. He's got a big smile on his face, and Rose seems to be kind of like laughing as they come around the corner. And then they like stop and they immediately see all of you and are like, they all of a sudden get really reserved and their facial expression changes.
Ace,
Oh.
Rose.
Oh, hey, Dev. Is the elevator good to go?
No. And we're figuring that out right now. So, and apparently there are monsters or something out there. I don't know. So it's probably safer if you come over here.
Monsters.
Guys, you should go check out the elevator. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
You
Wait,
guys
Mons,
want people to die?
Mons.
Yeah, we're just kidding. There's no monsters
Ace like
at
takes the
all.
bag. He's like, here, Rose, hold on to this. And she's definitely like keeping eye contact away from you guys, but she's been like that to you guys pretty much the whole time. Like, as soon as you guys are around, like she immediately gets really reserved, doesn't really talk, and grabs this backpack and kind of slings it over her shoulder. And Ace is looking over towards. What's that noise?
Well, hold on a second. Before you start walking, just if you could give your final words.
So it's coming from over by the elevator door. We think it's probably like a cable that's loose or something that we might be able to climb up. We haven't walked over there yet. If you want to check it out.
Well, didn't you
Yeah.
aren't you the one that's like really good at repairs, Dev? Didn't you take a look at it? I mean,
The
No,
elevator's
not
you-
repairs. The climb,
climb.
because the elevator's probably not coming down.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't it be coming down? I mean, they're not going to leave us down here.
Well,
they are.
a lot of
Gonna
stuff
bomb
happened.
us.
I don't think they're gonna bomb us. They're like. I look at everybody else because I don't know how honest you guys want me to be, but I'm just gonna keep talking. So there are like these zombie things. Huh?
Remember I told you you're not
There's
allowed
no
to talk
zombie
anymore?
things.
Oh, I'm not allowed to talk. My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot.
Hey, Ace's expression is, hey, listen. We didn't agree to any of this. Okay, we're here to get paid, and then we're gonna move on. And
Yeah, go ahead and go get paid.
I mean, we got to go up.
Yeah,
Hey,
go ahead and go up.
I don't want to go up without an elevator.
Aster, you wanna go get closer to the elevator?
You want me to go check out the elevator? Okay, I'll go check the
Don't
elevator.
Aster
I'll go check out the
there.
elevator.
Aster, don't.
I'll
Don't
go, I'll go.
alone.
I'll
No.
go with Cam.
I'm going with him.
Yeah. I got Cam and the staff out. You know.
Okay. Okay. So you're walking up to the elevator, Aster? Aster?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want innocent people to die.
I'm
I
grabbing
have
him.
my gun trained on the door.
Okay. You got trained on the door. Okay.
I'm
Aster
behind him.
is slowly like heading up to the elevator. Ace like stands right beside Devlin, who now has his like gun like pointed, and he starts whispering to, "You guys aren't kidding, are you?"
No.
You're dead serious.
Dead serious. We don't care what's in your like bag or anything like that. We're just trying to get out of here.
Rose is like scared out of her mind. She's like nestled up right next to Ace now, and Ace has kind of like got his arm around her. Like you can tell, like she is scared out of her mind. And Aster's approaching the elevator. It just sounds like a gentle scratch.
A metal door.
Yeah, it's a metal door. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the tip of the electric staff against the door, so the next time it scratches, it gets like a little shock, maybe.
Okay. So you go and you shock the door.
Yeah.
And you hear this terrifying screech come from the other side. And then all of a sudden you hear like this much louder, like it sounds like knife blades hitting the inside of this metal door.
I'm gonna keep shocking the door. I'm gonna keep shocking the door.
You guys watch, and sparks are flying off of this door as he's just taking this staff and this thing is it's like you have to press these buttons to like boost the charge on the mechanics on it. So you're like boosting it, and you can hear that like that electronic charge up sound, like that. As you shock the door, you can hear squeals, and then all of a sudden you hear this one last squeal, and it sounds like this on the other side of the elevator. And it seems to fade.
I'm gonna shock the door a couple more times. Just good measure.
Aster holds still for a second and then goes and shocks it a couple more times.
Yeah.
But you don't hear anything from beyond at that time.
Right.
Open the door.
I think I got it. Yeah, I'll try to open the door. Yeah.
As soon as Aster turns around and says, "I think I got it," dropping down from behind him off the ceiling, you see another one of these things. It's just like, and then lurches up to its full height. Its arms are kind of extended and elongated with these massive blackened claws on the end. It looks like its eyes, like black smoke, is like peering off of them, and you see them flash red as they just look at all of you. It is just as it's standing kind of behind
me, isn't it?
It's
I knew it.
So, who wants to take the first turn? Devlin, you're
brave.
muted, I think. Devlin.
Then I'll take it since
Right.
I'm already aimed right there.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
want.
I think that shot was.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can go ahead and make an attack roll with your gun. You're basically firing right over Aster's shoulder.
All right, so am I doing the 1d12 or is that for damage? So I'm doing a body roll right now first.
This would be a
Or
tech roll.
tech roll.
Yeah,
okay.
to fire the weapon.
And I'm gonna use a void point.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Come on. I got a 20 with my +1.
That hits. You can go ahead and roll your damage. I think that's a D12.
D12. Die is that? That's this one. 3.
3 points. Okay. You take the shot. It shifts just at the last minute, and you catch it in the shoulder. And you can see this terrible blackened ichor just like shoot out the back of the shoulder. Dislodges its shoulder a bit, and its arm comes up like this, and then it just goes and kind of snaps it back into place. As this massive shot just goes off in the middle of this lobby area in front of the elevator. You can pass the initiative, or if you want to move, your choice.
No, I'm just gonna stay there, reload, because then I only have 3 more shots after that, and then I'll give it to Aster.
Okay, Aster, you're up. This thing is right behind you, and you felt like the splatter of ichor as this shot goes off. Devlin just shot right over your shoulder at whatever is standing behind you.
I'll turn around and be like, "Huh, you're a really big guy," and I'll just shock him.
Okay,
Shock him with the staff.
Okay,
Yep.
You're gonna make a body roll for me. Okay.
All right. That was a 2. For a 0.
Oh. You go to shock it, and it grabs the staff.
Oh.
And it just and it starts to pull you closer to it, and it's just and it looks human. Like this looks like a person, like a guy, but he's like his eyes are flashing red. He's got this terrible smoke, and as you kind of like look closer to it, it's just kind of like just drifting off of its body like a darkened fog.
At that moment in time, Cam runs up my shoulder and attempts to bite.
Okay, go for it.
Nope. 7.
The creature just kind of tosses Cam off to the side, and Cam just stumbles onto the ground beside you.
Perfect.
Who would you like to pass the initiative to?
That's a tough one. I think I'll pass it to Dawn.
Okay, Dawn.
Dawn's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the creature's grabbing the staff, right?
Yeah.
Aster has.
Like pulling Aster like close to him, just kind of like swiped little Cam off of his shoulder as Cam was trying to bite the creature.
I'm gonna try to grab my staff and try to slap the hand that has hold of his staff.
Okay. So are you trying to like attack to do damage, or are you just trying to break like him loose?
I'm trying to break him loose.
Okay, go for it. Make a body roll.
That would be a 13.
13 with modifiers?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You knock his hand off. Aster, as you're doing that, you can see that Dawn steps up, just slams down on the back of this thing's hand, and you can hear like bones snap in its wrist as it releases the staff, and you're free from its grasp.
Good job.
And it just shifts its eyes closer, and you can see that red flash of the eyes, Dawn, as it's like staring right at you now. You can pass the initiative.
Let's give it to Noah.
Noah.
Question. I didn't see this in the rules, but is dual wielding a thing?
Yes, but what I will do is I will say that when you do dual wield, you're always making risky attacks. That means that if you hit, you can do double the damage because you're dual wielding, but if you miss, you're leaving yourself more vulnerable to counterattacks.
Okay, I'm still a little ways away, so I will do the risky attack.
Okay.
All right. So it's just going to be a D20. It's still attack though, right?
Still tech if you're shooting like pistols. Mm-hmm.
All right, and it's just 1 D20 plus attack?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
As an 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 is going to miss, unfortunately. With you're trying to miss all of your companions that are standing around this creature, it's making it really hard to get good clear aim and visual on it. And the shot goes wide.
Gain of 1 point.
Yep. If you miss attacks too, guys, you gain void points for that. Remember that. So if you've missed attacks tonight, you can gain void points through that. Anything?
Keep my distance.
Keep your distance, okay? And who would you like to pass the initiative to? I think the only two left are the creature and Andronima, I believe, right?
The creature.
Are you going with the creature? All right. The creature goes next. It is currently looking towards Dawn. So it takes its... You can see, Dawn, it raises its elongated hand that you just smacked, and it grabs like some of the broken bones, and it tries to like snap them back into place in front of you, and then takes both claws and tries to rake them across your chest. But due to the fact that you had broken its wrist, it doesn't get a clear shot on you, and you're able to kind of deflect the claws off of you with your staff, and it does not hit you. But it stays put right where it's at and just snarls in your face, passing the initiative to Andronima.
Oh boy. Seeing the whole snarling hidden and so many people up close, I'm just gonna be like, you guys should get away! And then I'm gonna run towards it and try to stick my knife in its gut.
Okay. And as you shout and you turn around, it turns around like looking at you, like coming, like running towards it. It starts to take its other hand and kind of like grab what's left of the human-like hair that's in its head. And it starts just like frantically starts pulling its hair out.
Oh snap! Is this the same person I murdered? Well, looks like I'm gonna try and kill you twice, buddy. I'm gonna make it a risky attack.
Okay, go for it.
To try and hit it. Oh, natural 1 plus 1. That's a 2.
So you rush up, it's pulling its hair out. It actually gets a free counterattack against you because you made a risky attack. So it ducks under, pulling some of its, like, you can see like part of its scalp is coming off. And then it takes its claws and starts to try to rake across your chest as it ducks underneath you. Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, my life's about to flash before my eyes.
Oh no.
This could be bad.
Ay, ay,
Andronima, you take 7 points of damage.
God, that's 1. I have 1 hit point left.
Excuse me, did you say 7?
7 points of damage.
I had to check.
So you guys all that were standing close just get a splatter of Andronima's blood as you got this massive gaping wound. It has ripped your mining suit and your clothes, and it is torn through your chest, kind of like Padme and Star Wars. You know, when that creature jumps up and claws and rips kind of her shirt, and you got this massive gouge through you.
Oh, you really don't like me. All right, I see how it freaking is.
And Andronima, you can pass the initiative to anybody because it's the start of the second turn.
All right, I'm gonna pass it to Aster. He's right there.
Okay, you got it.
Run, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna like take the staff and I'm gonna like lightly tap the side of his cheek and like turn his head to look at me. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, we were doing the tango first, and I'm gonna just full on whack him with the staff."
Go for it.
I'm gonna use a void point.
All right, roll with advantage.
Okay. That's 12 minus 2 is a 10.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Roll twice.
You turn its head to you, and you go to whack it, and it ducks right at the last minute, and you just whiff again from point blank.
I was told to run away, and I keep missing. Oh, as soon as I miss and he ducks, Cam jumps up and tries to bite him.
Go for it.
I sure won.
Nope.
God.
Cam misses completely, rolls across the floor.
So I missed when I used the void point. That's bad, right?
That is bad.
What do I have to do?
I need you to roll a
Look at
d6
that.
for me
Okay.
and tell me what you get.
Okay. I got a 3,
Okay, how many current void points do you have?
including the miss void point.
No, after it's spent.
Okay, I would have
Thank
2.
You have 2? Okay. I think you're safe.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
I'm gonna turn around and kind of like, or not turn around. I wouldn't turn my back to it. I'm gonna like back up.
Sure. Yeah, you
You
can
know.
back out of its range a little bit because it's surrounded by a lot of people, so it's got its eyes on everybody. Who you want to pass the initiative to, Aster?
I'll pass it back to Andromeda because
There you
Andromeda
go. You got it.
slashed up.
Yeah, she's bleeding profusely. But Andromeda, it's your
I'm gonna
turn.
look at it. I'll look at it. Look at my blade, and just, well, buddy, it's you and me now. It's you and me now. I'm gonna look towards Astra, and I'm gonna risky attack it again.
All right, go for it. Go for it. She's going for it.
That's what I'm about. I'm supposed to be good at this. No, I can't roll this dice. I gotta roll a good one. I'm sorry. I can't. That
Do you
one
have
is
any
not
void?
good. I do. Can I use a void point on this roll or no? On a risky attack?
Let me double check. I think you can.
Where's my d20?
Combat.
Where's the crystal one? There
Risky
he is.
attacks. Here we go. Risky attack can deal more damage to the opponent, but exposes the player character to danger and counterattacks. Roll a standard attack roll. If successful, the attack deals an extra damage die. If it fails, the target opponent gets an immediate counterattack against the attacker, in addition to the other actions in its round, and chooses who acts next in the round instead of the attacker. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Basically, they take control of the initiative and get to decide.
Oh my god.
It does not say, but it does say may roll a standard attack roll. So maybe that means that you cannot spend a void point for that. Let me do a check. Using void points. 1 void point can be used to gain advantage on ability check or attack roll, or activate a cosmic mutation. It does say you can gain advantage on an attack roll. It doesn't say a risky attack roll though.
Okay.
That's
So
a
I'm
good
just gonna
question.
Roll a regular. I'm gonna roll a regular.
I might have
risky.
to I might have to bring that rule up in the forum that I'm a part of and see if anybody else had run into that before.
Okay.
I think for risky, I think they want it to be a standard roll because that makes it risky. You know, if you have the advantage, it doesn't make it quite as risky.
That's true. Risking it all.
That's it.
Oh! 17 plus what is a body? 2, so 19.
Absolutely, that hits. Roll your damage. So you got to double your damage die on that blade.
Oh my god, I just had like a heart attack. That's 3 plus 2, so 5 total? Right? Yeah, because it's 24.
Okay.
5 damage total.
So you take your blade, shifting it around in your hands, kind of regaining your balance. You're starting to feel a little lightheaded from some of the blood loss that you've taken. But you kind of come up like an uppercut with the blade, and you go right up through the bottom jaw of this creature. And it goes to scream, but it just makes a gurgle, and all this like black and ichor starts to pour out of its mouth. And you can see the eyes flash red one more time as they kind of fade back into its skull. And you pull the blade out, and the black ichor just starts to pour out the bottom of its neck, and then slumps down onto the ground right next to Aster.
Nice.
Is it dead?
I want to poke it.
Hey, Aster, you can't miss it now. Go ahead and hit it.
Oh, all right. All right. Whack. Whack.
It's just a bunch of thuds. It's still just laying there, and Aster's just like smacking this thing with a staff.
To be fair, I think I killed one on my own. So
You think, but we haven't seen it. Could just be knocked out.
that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna open the door.
Can we
She's
check
dead.
for... No. Hold on. Can we check for pulse first? Any, like, signs of life on this thing?
Check for a pulse? Yeah, you can check for a pulse. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't even have to roll. There's no pulse.
But he's dead.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. Keep going, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to open the door.
Oh yeah. You go and open the door. There is like kind of like a panel on the side that you can kind of bypass the doors and open them that way. And you guys open the doors, and you can see like the empty elevator shaft ahead of you.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna go in and look up. Do I see any monsters?
Go ahead and make a savvy check.
Not sure one.
I can't see in these goggles. Nope, that's a 7.
It's dark elevator shaft. It's hard to see. It's nice.
Well, guys, I think we're safe.
No, I'll send your new friend up there, see if he could see.
Yeah. Since he didn't want help in the battle at all, Crix, go check it out.
Sure. Crix makes his way over and looks around, looking through the dark. Seems clear. It sounds like the elevator might be on its way.
Let's get out of here, then. Come on.
Drop kick him to the shaft.
No.
Oh, no.
Please tell me you do. Please tell me you do.
I would. I'm gonna try. You want me to? I'll do it.
Hey,
I
Crix,
gotta be.
is there
Big
more
high
ammo in that little...
You guys do notice that Ace and Rose seeing like or standing around like this creature now, and they full on believe all of you now as they see one of these creatures laying there. You guys can see that it is in fact wearing the same uniform as those people that you got into conflict down on Sector 4. Obviously, something is wrong with this person, though. They are definitely not the same.
Do we see any puncture wounds from what could have been a scorpion?
Oh, good question. Go ahead and make a savvy roll. If you're that's something you're gonna have to like really look and inspect the body for.
Savvy for me is a 2, and the roll is a 13 plus 2, 15.
You do not see any puncture wounds from a scorpion that would be similar to what you saw before. You definitely see a massive puncture wound from the knife coming through its throat. The uniform it is wearing actually does have a name attached to it. The name on it is Aiden, Ayden. It's kind of like a patch on the uniform, and it has that similar logo that you guys saw, that red kind of triangular with a couple circles, with like a twisted Venn diagram on it.
With the eye, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Crix, do you have any more? Is there any like ammo or any guns in the building back there?
No, we just have mining equipment, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Well, you not help, and I kick him in the chest. Want to kick somebody?
If you want to kick anybody, kick me.
Oh.
You guys start to hear, it sounds like the elevator's coming back down.
Aster, do you still have that water bottle?
Oh no, I drank it. Didn't you see me throw it? The trash is on the ground.
Is it on the ground back there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's crumpled up.
I would
But
like
it's
to
on
try
the
to uncrumple it and take a bit of the blood.
From the corpse?
That's a good idea.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. It's thick, black, like ichor. It's nasty. Like, there's no like crimson or red tint to the blood at all. Very nice. Good job, Aster.
Thank you.
You gotta be careful with that. We don't know if the infection was from the blood or if it was from something else. God,
Maybe
maybe
this could
we're
be
already
useful in
infected
figuring it
too.
out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Could it be the diamonds or the gems?
Oh, dang.
Can we check their pockets to see if they have any?
You check the pockets. You find be like a equivalent of a hollow card.
Take it.
This individual at one point looked like their uniform probably had a utility belt on it, but is no longer there, whether it broke off or something within the midst of what it was going through. But really, it's like there's nothing else on this individual. Yeah, but you hear the elevator screeching to a halt as it comes down and stops at Sector 3. The door opens, and there is a female individual who seems to be operating the elevator from the inside. She looks familiar from up top. You probably didn't like have too much communication with her. It just seems like another worker that was there. And you see Crix seems to recognize her, and she basically is like, is everyone okay?
You couldn't have come like a minute earlier.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Do you see the dead body on the floor?
what is that?
Yeah. What is that?
You're welcome.
Can I?
Is it,
Does she really not know what that is, or is she just like faking it because she came
Yes.
from upstairs?
has anyone heard from Naldi? We
We
lost communication some time ago.
We lost communication.
Bad news for
too.
you.
Can you bring us up?
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Do we take the creature with us?
No. Blood's fine. The creature,
Okay.
who knows? Maybe it'll come back to life or something. We don't know anything about this.
Wait,
I
wait.
ignore everybody and get locked in, so that way I don't
Yeah.
drop to the floor.
I'm gonna get locked in too.
All
We're locked
right. You guys are all locking in? Okay, excellent.
Are we gonna take the couple with us?
No.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, they're standing right next to you. Like, if the elevator door's open, they're going to want to get in.
Fucking useless.
Now you said they had a sack full of something they did not want to see, right?
Yeah, it's a backpack that Rose is wearing currently.
Hey, Rose,
Bunch
you
of
want
heads.
Bunch of
I'm trying
heads.
to eye Andromeda. To. No.
My back.
Yeah,
A little hole in the bag.
ever since you came out from the
Oh,
you came back from
can
the
I
dead,
try?
you're aggressive.
Can I try
Mhm.
discreetly poke a hole in her bag?
You can
Just
attempt.
like a quiet.
Or
Okay.
yes, ask people. We can ask. We haven't even asked yet.
So as
You
she's
didn't
getting
ask
in, you're
Rose.
trying to like just kind of like just as she's turning
Either,
around,
like-
trying to get locked in, you're just
Yeah.
going to try to put a little cut. Okay.
Either peek or cut, like anything like that inside the bag.
Can we use cam?
Well,
Cam
wh-
could burn a hole. Yeah.
which would I'm just thinking, you know, which would you prefer? Do you want to put a hole in it with a knife, or do you want to try to just peek in it?
Peek in it.
Peek in it. Okay. Go ahead and make a savvy check for me.
I'll burn a void point for this.
Okay, go for it.
Well, from the first one, 12 plus 3 is my highest, so 15.
15. You can see into the bag. And it does seem as if there is something that has a bit of a glow to it inside. It doesn't look like the same glow that you guys have found, though. It looks a little bit different. And you kind of recognize it. You think that they may have found or stumbled upon some of the gems that were used that kind of sparked the whole war in the first place.
Okay.
And that the vibe you're getting is these are probably still worth some money, and they're excited about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shuffle over to Noah and like start strapping in and just say, it's just gems. Older than ours, though.
Noah's gonna do something stupid. He's not gonna kill anyone.
Yet.
No. He's going to try to secret one of his pocket gems on inside that bag.
Okay. Sure.
Dexterity, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking dexterity.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my void point on this.
Okay. Roll with
So
advantage.
first roll is a 19.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Easily,
Second roll is
easily
a
not.
13.
It's almost like you and Andronima are behind her in the elevator, and you're both like kind of having a conversation by just looking at each other. And Andronima's like giving you like the eyes, and you just like drop it in.
Go team!
And Noah locks himself in.
All right. Well, locking in, the young lady operating the elevator shifts some of the buttons, make sure the gravity things are in place, so you guys are held in your spots, and the elevator grinds to a start as it goes towards the top once again. Elevator continues on until it reaches the top floor. The door opens, and much to your surprise, it feels like it did when you were up here before. Nothing has changed. Everything feels normal. Everybody is around about having conversations. Of course, Sector 4 is technically still closed down, so there's probably a little bit more people up here, as they're not allowed down there yet. But there's still people sitting at the bar. There's still people talking around the tables. There's still people checking in, signing in, getting equipment, all that kind of thing. It's almost as if like there's nothing going on.
Should we try to head to the ship?
Let's definitely go back to the ship.
I'm gonna stay behind the couple
Mhm.
as we head out and see if anyone's gonna try to stop us.
I'm gonna hang back behind everybody, so hopefully no one sees my face.
I want to keep my eye on Crix.
Okay.
Where's he going?
Okay. You want to watch Crix?
Yeah.
Crix goes up. You know, you guys go up. There's like a little stair because you were on the middle floor, I would say, of the elevator. So you go up this little stairwell, metal stairwell. You move around and you can see there's that big open area where you guys checked in, where there was like that half circle of computer systems and stuff where they logged you in, got all your information, all that kind of jazz. You can see there's more people coming in, signing up for jobs, people just kind of hanging out, gathering equipment, putting things into crates, sorting things out. Crix just seems to go up to those like computer stations, and he goes back behind and starts kind of talking and communicating to a couple of the people that are there. And it looks like he is, it looks like he's going towards like one of the computers and starts to kind of like start typing on one of the computers over there on the sides.
Don't do it.
Should have kicked him down the shaft.
I knew it.
It's strange. I'll keep walking.
Okay. You guys keep walking. You walk right out. There's the Omen sitting there. The other ship, Moore's Corp ship, still there. Shuttle, still there. That Ashir arrived on, if you guys remember. There's still the guards that are standing in front of Ashir's shuttle. They're still standing there. And everything seems a lot like it was before, whenever you guys started to go down.
As we walk outside, I can't believe there were monsters in the mine shaft. That's so crazy. They were huge. They had blades for hands. They were killing people. There's so many people dead in there.
You saying that like while you're walking by crowds or while you're walking out to the ship?
Just
Okay.
to see what the reactions are. Like maybe they're covering shit up out here
Okay, yeah.
and like making people not speak.
Yeah, there's
Every day.
there's a couple people that's like, look at what's that crazy guy talking about? Monsters in the mine shaft. I mean, it may be a rock grub or something like that, but man, we handled those easily before, haven't we? You just all these like people just kind of like start talking, and it doesn't like seem like they're taking you seriously.
I'm literally bleeding out.
That's true.
You're bleeding out.
Before we go to the Omen,
So they kind of like,
Let's go to Omen.
if you turn around and say you're bleeding out, it's like, oh, God, what is this? That's like, what kind of accident was that? Gosh, were you the reason they shut down Sector 4?
I have no words. Let's just go.
Gosh,
People are brainwashed, anyways.
Some other guy in the corner said, "You gotta be more careful."
Oh, you gotta be more careful. You gotta be more careful. And just blake out my blade towards it. I survived whatever hit me.
Hey, okay.
Azur's like grabbing Andromeda, like pulling her back.
I'm holding her back.
I'm just like making little like signs towards him, like you're next, buddy.
Oh, come on.
It's like one of those moments of, why I gotta drag her down.
Literally.
I love it.
Let's get off of this hellhole.
Yes, no, thank you.
But before we go into the Omen, we forgot about Noah's other body.
Which is
On the
still
ship,
on
right? Yeah,
Go right
I got
ahead,
my
Aster.
knives out.
Go right ahead.
All right, I'm gonna sneak onto the ship.
Wait, he can't open it.
Yeah,
I
he's
will
not allowed
run right into the door.
There goes his one hit point.
That
All
door
all
feels
unconscious.
Oh, we should just.
So good.
I'll open it for him. Like finger on it. You
Okay.
can go inside.
The landing ramp opens and Aster, with staff in hand, starts like creeping up the landing ramp into the Omen. You go into the Omen, Aster. You can see lights blinking on some of the electronics inside. The lights are off. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything. You look to your left, you look to your right. There's something slumped over there. About 10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna charge and smack it with it.
You slam down on Noah's dead body that's laying in the middle of the floor.
I got it, guys. I got it. It was alive, but I got it.
You finally hit something.
I did. I did.
So,
Yeah, Noah's body is right where you left it whenever you went down.
Okay.
we have
Do
all
we-
these gems.
Got
Is
gems to
nobody-
sell.
Is nobody else confused about why everything was fine?
Yes.
Do we
But
want
you
to
know
ask
what?
questions right now?
Say we escaped and we got lucky. We did what we needed to do. We just need to get Andromeda healed up, and then figure out how to sell these gems or what we're gonna do with them.
You guys would know, like
Gotta
in the
figure out
mine,
so
like
many
in
things.
order to get the payout for these, you would have had to like take them up and like turn them in and get them inspected. So nobody's gonna stop you, like walking out, unless you kind of like present what you have found to get a payout for them.
Mm-mm.
Do we take the gems and hope somewhere else buys them from us?
That station that we just came from.
I think
agree.
if you go back into that station, you should definitely switch the case that you're carrying the gems in.
Oh, they're not. We don't have the case anymore. We only have them in the pockets now.
Oh, they're only in your pockets. Okay, good.
Yeah, you guys left the case downstairs, right?
Mhm.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because you pocketed them.
-1 now.
Well, -1, yeah.
So what was the point of that?
Now, here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. Say, you probably wouldn't have had enough room in your pockets to fit all those gems in there. So, would you guys have left gems in that case, or would you guys have tried to distribute as much between all of you in your pockets that you could have? There's still probably going to be some left over in that case.
Distribute.
Distribute. Okay.
Tribute, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys got all like a healthy like couple pockets full.
But I still want to know what was the point of you giving them one, Noah?
In case we were stopped and searched, they had something they shouldn't have, they cause a commotion, we can sneak away.
True.
Touche.
They already had stuff in their bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's something that they should have had, you know?
Yes.
They
And you
had
guys- and
just
you-
regular
Yeah.
gems.
And you guys did see too that they would have veered off from you guys and went to kind of like there's an area where they go take what they have mined to receive their payout. And that's where they disappeared from you guys.
So what do you guys want to do? Take it in to get paid, or do you want to go somewhere else and see if we can trade these in? Like at the Iron Ring, go to another station, go to another corporation.
Well, Iron Ring is the closest thing from us here. Otherwise, we don't have anything around us where we can go. We can, I don't know, make it to another planet or place, but the Iron Ring is the closest. But we have enemies there too! Congratulations to all! Oh my god, we don't have any friends.
We killed all of them.
Yeah, you guys murder a lot of things, so
You next.
that could be part of the problem. I would hope not.
Say that, Dawn. That's rude. No,
You
we
could
just
certainly try, but I guarantee I'm much stronger than I seem.
good. No, we.
Who died though? I'm thinking Cam.
Is there another
Cam might die.
Is
with
there
me, I
another-
don't know.
outpost on here that we could go to? Perhaps.
There wasn't it?
There's a city.
There were two other places. There was a what looked to be a large dome, and one that looked to be like some kind of facility. Just like a little short hop.
Fly to the dome?
Yeah, we can
I
fly
don't
to
know.
the dome and then wait for things to cool down and then turn these in later if we need to.
Or the ring? We can go back to the ring. It's only, what, a day travel? A day and a little bit?
But the only people looking for it was the guy who we kill him? I forget if we killed him. We killed him, right?
We killed
Which
so
one?
many
We killed
guys.
So many people.
Santa?
No,
Zanta.
Zanta is, well, the robot that had the little thing implanted might kill Zanta. Zanta might already be dead or looking for us. So going back to the Iron Ring would mean having to explain to him somehow why, we did what we did. And then he'd likely just kill us when he got the gems. If we...
Is your first option just killing people? I have to ask.
No. It's their first option, not mine.
Okay.
Turn your friends in!
You kill people, Dev.
I'm a very
Yeah.
big plans guy. I like to make plans, so it's kind of weird just to kill people right off the bat.
We
Oh,
don't
I
just kill
agree.
people.
I like plans.
Yeah,
we
you didn't
don't-
like
we
any
don't
of my
just-
plans, but
Because they're all like running into headfirst into danger. But regardless of all the planning and everything like that, if we go back there, we have to deal with Santa. If we stay here, we have to deal with Ashir, assuming that Ashir is still alive.
And whatever the hell is going on here.
Goodness gracious.
I think
I
we
don't-
entered a simulation. Personally, I think that's what happened.
What?
Yeah, everything just changed as soon as we got in the elevator. Everything's perfectly fine. I think we entered a simulation.
Yes, sir.
That is weird.
How do you get here? You have a ship?
How did I get here? Well, that's a long story for next time.
Did we shift realities?
As you guys are having this conversation, I do want to mention this. You do notice, and Devlin would probably be the first to notice this, because of his background. Morse Corp are walking out with Ashir. Looks like they're having a conversation towards as they're approaching the vessels. Looks like everyone is all smiles. So whatever conversation they're having or whatever has just occurred, it's gone well. The large, bulky kind of African-American male that's been doing most of the talking between him and Ashir have a handshake and kind of embrace and a quick hug. A couple pats on the back from Ashir to this individual. Smiles with a glimmer in his eye. And then the Morse Corp folks depart from Ashir and his guards, and they walk towards their vessel. And they board the vessel. And the landing ramp closes on the Morse Corp spaceship.
Ashir leaves.
No, Ashir was still standing there. He's still standing on the platform with 4 of his very armored, helmet-wearing guards. Eventually, you guys hear what sounds like the boot up of engines. And the Morse Corp vessel starts to fire up. It's a long process taking off in these old ships. It takes their engines a little bit of time to warm up, get rolling. But within a few moments, the Morse Corp ship begins to lift off of the landing pad. And within moments, you see it start to drift. Kind of go up over the water that's nearby, and you can see like the ripples of the water underneath where the ship's engines kind of just barely reach. And then with a little bit of velocity, the engines hit high gear, and it seems to start vanishing up into the atmosphere of Inauro. And Ashir watching is like his elegant like cape, like half cape that he's wearing is kind of blowing in the wind of these engines as this thing takes off. His hair kind of ruffles a little bit. And then you guys notice coming out of the main area is Naldi. He doesn't have his mining equipment on like he did in those videos, but he looks like he is dirty, sweaty, and distraught. And he is moving with purpose towards Ashir.
Hold on, did aliens just took over the planet that we don't know about? Sounds like one of those movies we used to watch.
Well, I just say we sit and watch and see what happens between these two. And if we have to, we
Yeah.
can jet out of here.
Keep the doors
He's
locked.
not looking too good.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, if he attacks or does something really like out of it, if we protect Ashir, we can get on Ashir's good side. And if we get on Ashir's good side, maybe for once we can make some allies and not enemies.
Is that really a
Or if our Sheer and them die, we can take their gear and their ship, and then
That's true.
head out
Okay,
as well.
I have no idea. Let's go back to sector 4.
Why?
Why not? It was a fun day.
My god, no. Hold on, let's just watch and see what happens.
Do we like Ashir?
He's kind of okay looking.
Do we like Naldi?
Nah.
Who are you trying to kill now, Noah? It was just
Operation
go back to Dev,
Roadkill,
he
let's
just gonna
go.
kill people.
Operation Roadkill! We just drive over them both.
So you guys
Love
are
it.
you guys are just gonna like stay and see what happens in this.
Wait and see.
Is there any way
Okay.
we can hear what they're doing with any ship technology out there?
Your ship probably doesn't have the capabilities of doing it. There's scanners, but they're more for like they're not for like picking up sounds. They're more for like picking up objects.
Thing I wanna try to get closer to them to see if I could hear what they're saying. I'm gonna put my hat down and just stand there.
The only
your
from
pocket.
this distance, the only way that you're hearing what they're going to be saying would be to like exit the omen and get a little bit closer.
Hi guys, I'm coming back. I'll be back. I got this.
Good luck.
I haven't died. I haven't got hit. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh wait, I like that guy. I told him I trusted him. I'll go with you.
Oh god.
God.
Okay.
I'll go with you. I won't talk. He told me not to talk. I won't do it.
I'm scared. Now
So-
I'm worried.
I'll close the door behind them.
Okay, close the door behind him. Okay. Dawn and
If they
Esther.
get injured,
And you guys are all kind of like watching at the port windows and stuff outside the omen.
Do we
As-
still have communications in our suits?
As long as you got your suit on, yes, you have communications.
With each other, right?
Yeah, you can talk to each other.
Okay.
Okay. So you start to walk in that direction. You guys see from the port windows from the ship that Naldi approaches and kind of gets really close to Ashir.
Mhm.
And kind of gets his like mouth like right next to his ear. And it looks like he's starting to kind of whisper something to him. And you see him almost like back off a little bit and do one of these like hand motions. And then he looks back up to the fleeting Morse Corp ship. And then he looks back at Naldi. And then about that time, that's when you guys have exited your ship and are starting to get a little bit closer. And you hear Ashir say, "Okay, let's go back inside and discuss this privately, please." And you hear Naldi like looks over his shoulder and sees you guys coming, and quietly is like, I think that's probably the best idea. And Ashir kind of puts his hand around Naldi and is like, "Do not fret. We'll figure this out. There's no need to worry." And they start to walk slowly towards back to the main doors of the actual mine.
Can I talk, Don? Can I talk, Don? Please, can I talk? Come on,
Go
Don.
ahead. Go ahead.
They stop and they slowly turn around, look over their shoulder to see you, Esther. And the 4 guards that are walking with them all like slow down. They got their guns and they're turning around too.
I would love if you had room for 2 more in this conversation you're going to have about the monsters in your mine shaft.
And they all look stunned. And that's where we're going to end this episode
oh my
of
god.
Omen.
Well, you guys are dead.
And start the engines.
The engines
Leave.
fire up in the Omen behind you.
We're all like, nice knowing you guys.
What
Goodbye.
a great way to end that episode. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Or just keep digging our own hole, like just shoveling into that grave like one by one.
We haven't got paid since the beginning of the poll.
It's been-
Yep.
We're 8 episodes without a contract being fulfilled yet.
Hey,
No
I
contract
might,
fulfilled. No
I might be able
allies.
to lawyer us some money, okay? Like they need to pay us an NDA fee, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, the NDA fee is kill you.
Nah, no, no way.
So,
God.
that will end our episode of Omen tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are going to be taking a few weeks off due to the holidays coming up. I believe, let me double check my calendar. We're the 10th of January, is that correct? So we usually do every 2 weeks, but unfortunately, the week of the holidays are going to fall on our Omen week, so we're going to have to skip. We'll be 4 weeks out, so we'll be on January 10th right here back at the YouTube channel live for Omen. We'll be on episode 9 then. And we'll have to see what this conversation's all about and how Aster plans to talk to Sheer here about the monsters in the mine shaft.
Oh boy.
That was awesome. Let's do advancement real quick. I mean, we can let's do this live. I don't know if have we done this live in the past with our viewers? I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
We're gonna do it live this time. The way advancement works in this game is it just depends on a set of questions, and if the players can answer yes to a question, they get an experience point that they can spend to help boost their character's hit points, raise their stats, other kinds of things in between each session. So, first question on the list is: did you repair something? Was there anybody that repaired anything today?
I don't think so.
No repairs. Okay, so no one gets anything for that. Did you deliver on a dangerous contract? We still haven't completed it. You
We're never gonna deliver any contracts.
Here's one that everybody's going to get something for probably. Did you use at least one void point?
Yes.
If you spent a void point, you get an experience point. Did you discover a new and potentially dangerous place? You guys really didn't go to any new areas of the mine, so I would say no to that one. Did you gain a new enemy?
Maybe?
We could argue we saw the new monster, yeah.
I'll argue that,
Nolly.
yeah. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Everybody get an experience point for that.
Okay.
For gaining a new enemy. Did you find someone new that you can trust? No.
I trust everyone. I trust Crick. I trust Naldi.
Rick helped us.
Yeah.
Kirk didn't help us at all.
He
Says
called the
looking
elevator.
around.
He called the elevator.
That's true. But I still don't trust him.
Aster, I'll be okay with that if you want an experience point for that, because you are very trusting.
It's a fault.
That's it. Did you contribute with something especially memorable? Does anybody have an argument for anything especially memorable?
No one let me do my drop kick.
Don, if you would have kicked Crix into the mine shaft, I would have totally given you an experience point.
I will hold back twice.
I think Aster gets one for swinging and missing twice, and on the second time,
So
being like,
many times.
look at me.
I'm
Like, still
captain
misses,
now.
like, picturing, like, he swings and like falls on his butt and just completely misses.
I'm good with that. I also liked him just running into the door of the Omen too. That was it's like, he can't get in. I'll just run right into the door.
I thought the electrifying the door was brilliant on
That was a brilliant idea. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Chat says he's also far less murdery than the rest of the group.
He beat two corpses.
Fair.
We'll take him to that level. The murder level.
I
murder
really
section.
liked the Nat 1 from Andromeda. I thought that was fantastic.
Oh my god.
That did contribute memorably because she almost got shish kebabbed right there in that very moment.
I was got straight
That was
up
a lot of
murder.
damage.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Get in there.
Yeah, it's hard for me for this because to me, like, you guys are so good at this game. Like, every session to me is memorable. So I'm gonna argue that everyone gets an experience point for that, just because there's just group dynamic and you guys playing together. You guys are fun, fun to watch.
Until you kick us out.
So they got so you guys can total up your experience points. Remember, it's like 5 points if you want to increase an ability by 1 at the most to +1. Mm-hmm. And then everything above that, you have to 3 times the value you raise it to. So, or you can increase your maximum hit points by a d4 for 5. There's also for 15, gain a cosmic mutation, which is a kind of a special ability. And then also you could spend 15 to gain 1 additional origin benefit that goes with the origin of your character. So they have those.
Does anybody remember how many we got last time?
We only got.
Goodness.
I
I know I had
There's probably only like 2 or
left.
3.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I'm using
I think
5
it was 3.
points to change my body from -1 to 0.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 5 points to raise my max HP.
Okay.
I don't
Hopefully
have
it
25
does
yet.
good.
I'm a 4.
I'm not doing anything with any of my XP points so far.
Not doing anything?
You may want to
Alright.
build HP up. I
Nope.
hope.
Nope.
No?
I'm going for that cosmic mutation, baby.
You gonna try
That's what
save
we're
it?
going for. Yeah.
Nice.
Save it up.
I also bought a third-party supplement which includes additional void corruptions and cosmic mutations. So,
Nice.
I'm excited to use those.
I need 3 more points.
My HP is now 13.
Hey,
All right.
hey, you.
So that's advancement. Those of you that stuck around for the end of the episode, I wanted to try to make sure that if we had some people hanging out, they saw how easy advancement is in this game. It's not very hard. Or it's not complicated at all. Just save up your points and you get to spend them on cool stuff. So that's it. Other than that, I think we are finished for the evening. We'll be seeing you guys in a few weeks, January 10th. And until next time, hey, don't forget to add that proficiency bonus. We'll see you guys all very soon. Have a good night, everybody. Merry Christmas.
The holidays.
And Happy New Year to everybody.